Confusion? Well, if you listen to the different financial shows, like on Fox Business and CNBC, you'll be confused. Last week, we had a 2,000-point drop, and then we had a rally. So what really happened? Well, let's start with this. If you go back, the market always has been where it's been fundamentals. Always fundamentals moving the market, especially earnings. But after 2009, when Obama came in and Bernanke, they changed that all around. They changed from fundamentals to leverage, money leverage. Now, the hedge funds are the biggest players in the stock, and the hedge funds will go over and borrow money from Japan. And their rates in Japan been like for 20 years, near zero. They take that money that they borrow and they carry it. That's where the carry trade comes in, to the United States, and they buy assets. But what they've been buying are stocks. That's a great asset, the Magnificent Seven. And they've been loading up on money. Unbelievable. So no longer is the market have anything to do with fundamentals. So let's put that aside. So last week, the first thing that happened is we've been lied to over and over and over by the White House, by the fake business news networks, that the labor market's strong. They never see anything like it. That's what's keeping the stock market going. Then last week, we got the economic numbers, which they no longer could hide. And the labor market was horrible, much worse than they said. That started it. And then more they keep telling us. Remember, since October. So remember, that started it. But then remember what they've been telling us since October, that they're going to cut rates. Oh, yeah, they're going to cut rates. Oh, wait a minute. They've been saying that since October 2022. It'll be 2 years this October. And they still telling us, oh, we're going to cut, but they never have. Now, it makes sense why they don't cut rates, because that would be an admission by Powell that he gave up, that he lost the war on inflation. That'd go around the world. Can you imagine if that happened? What would happen to this market? So that's why he doesn't cut rate, even though he wants to. But he put himself in a box. Now he's saying we're going to have it's going to be 100, or everybody's saying it's going to be 100% now. They're going to cut rates in September. So after 2 years, they're finally going to cut rates. Well, that hurt Japan. Because see, when you cut rates, when you say you're going to cut rates, it hurts the dollar. It's very negative for the dollar. And by just saying you're going to cut rates, hurts the dollar. But when they say it's going to be 100%, that really hurts the dollar. And the yen, which remember, our hedge funds go over to Japan and they borrow the yen at almost no cost, bring it to the United States, and they borrow dollars. With the dollars, they go in and buy stocks, a load of stock. And that's how we've been getting this big rally. So that all blew up once we saw the labor market fall apart, and Japan got nervous when they're hearing it. Oh yeah, definitely, we're cutting rates now. Okay, we're going to cut rates in September. So they said we better protect our currency because our currency's getting hit. So we're going to raise rates. And the hedge funds got screwed. Because remember, the hedge funds are borrowing and borrowing. It's all leverage. And when they got hit, it was because their margin calls. See, they borrow all this money, right? And so everybody started to hit them with margin calls. And so they had to sell stock. And that's why it went boom, right down. But remember, it wasn't just that. Everybody tried to convince us, take Parkersbury story, it was just that. No, it wasn't. A lot of other problems are going on in this market. So let me show you something. Let me show you this chart, the margins. Look at this. Look how the margins have gone up since September 2002. Look at 2009, our crash right there. Look how we borrowing money. Are you kidding me? You talk about a bubble. Unbelievable. So that's what hurt. So now what's going to happen? Well, what created this rally right here after the fall, after 2,000-point fall, this rally was they came out and said, Japan said, oh, we're not going to cut rates anymore. Not to worry about it. Now, obviously, somebody from the White House had a contact and twist the arm of Japan to stop raising your rates. We got an election going here, and we got to get Harris in. And Harris is out there saying how she and Biden were responsible for a terrific economy, and you're killing our stock market. So that's what everyone's now thinking, because they came out with this announcement Friday. They came out over the weekend. Oh, we're not going to cut. No, don't worry. We're not going to cut anymore. We're not going to cut. Don't worry about it. So here's what I think is going to happen. First of all, you need to learn how to sell short. My members, look how well we're doing with Micron Technology, shorting. Look how well we did with buying Lockheed Martin. But look how well we did with shorting Qualcomm. So by having the skills of shorting as well as going long, you're covered. You don't matter. Doesn't matter which way you go. So what I think is going to happen is this. I think we're going to have another rally. And remember, this thing is forcing a trend right now, right here. And remember, we've already stopped on this trend right here, okay? That was at 565. We already stopped here. They came down, went up, couldn't get past this one here either at 554. My target right now is that we're going to go up to about 545. Then we have to see what's going to happen. It could come all the way down and take out this low here. That'd be 13% drop, or it could go lower to 30%. But we won't know that until we really see what Japan's going to do. So for more information on how to be prepared, and I've been teaching here at philsgang.com for 25 years how to sell short as well as going long. So please just hit subscribe and like, and just go to my site, philsgang.com, where for 10 days, doesn't cost you a thing, at least learn how to short a little bit. That's it. So there's no confusion to what happened last week. At least here at Phil's Gang, we know what's going on, and so don't our members. Join our gang. See you in the charts.